So I'm just going to get to it now. Gardening in Maine. It is January, so there's quite a bit of snow around. So I've got a penned-in area here for to keep animals out, because you get deer and turkeys and groundhogs and things like that. So to keep them out, stop them eating your crops, everyone has a bit of protection. So first need to, in order to get to the raised bed over here, you can see that there's a bit of a pallet left of the back part fencing. The raised bed is here. I suppose we can step over the snow. Yeah, the snow's quite high, you can step over the fence. Usually it's a bit of a hassle. So this is gardening in Maine in January. A little bit different to Wales. First you've got to get rid of the snow. You've got to have the ground heat up somehow. So yeah, it's a bit more problematic than usual. More like Welsh gardening. Through the winter we get barely any snow, and you don't have this hassle. You can keep growing, but not here in New England. Actually, I've got a cold frame down here, a little frame I built. Glass to try and help protect the chard, the chard plants. Bit of a comedy video really, but also I want to show you this frame I've made. So as an experiment, I've built a wooden frame with a glass sheet on top of it, and I've placed it over the chard roots. The temperatures are due to get Arctic here later this week in Maine, in the USA. At the moment they're quite reasonable, but we've had a shed load of snowfall, and so it's one of my protective devices, this frame. So there's actually part of a pallet underneath, but there's a wooden frame all around with a piece of glass on top that I clamped to the frame with wood, pieces of wood around all sides, tied it on, piece of tough cord, and hopefully our chard plant in there is somewhat okay. When the sun comes out tomorrow, it's great. It should warm her up a little. I'm going to give her a light dust in the snow to or maybe a bit of a watering. Yeah, and actually there's a bit of life in there, just down there. I don't know when I've had it. That is keeping alive so far, and there's been like a foot of snow. Yeah, there's been, I mean, if I put my foot in there, it goes up to my knees some places. So there has to be a different type of gardening here in Maine compared to where I'm from in Wales. This is what I've got to contend with, which is pretty crazy. But I mean, they do it and they have a really nice summers here. So look at that. We've got this little growing patch which keeps out the critters, the deer, turkeys, groundhogs hopefully, which sometimes will nest under properties if they can get down in them. Squirrels in the trees. Anyway, they've got a lot of nuts, so yeah. Also, what I've got going on over here on the decking is we've got some daffodil bulbs in there that sprouted way earlier this year than normal, and covered them with plastic clear egg boxes to at least give them some help. I've got my sage wrapped in bubble wrap. Still looks pretty healthy under this glass table. There's a clematis here. That should just come back this year. An evergreen shrub. Fire Chief Globe arborvitae. And we've got here, and there is some new growth on it. That's lemon balm. So trying to keep some life alive amongst all this. A different challenge to gardening in Wales, which is a really good climate for it.